So we're here working on a Hayward ProLogic automation system. It's primarily for the salt chlorinator, that the chlorinator is not running. It's a very old unit, the actual cell itself, but I think we have a little bit more issues than just the cell. Boom, chlorinator off, no cell power. Okay, so we're gonna dive a little bit into this unit here and let's see what we find. Okay, so with the panel removed, we're gonna go into it. We're gonna see what we find in here. What is it? All of the diagnostics. We have no cell power. That's off. And that's because my cord got disconnected. So at least the temperature part of the cell is working. But we have a water sensor that's showing 167 degrees. So we know that that water sensor is shorted. We got to replace that. The air sensor is right. That's similar to the water temperature as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this apart and we're going to dive a little bit deeper. So with the front main display controller removed, we found our fuse that's completely blown. Popped it open and you can see that the fuse completely blew. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to replace that fuse, and we're going to see if when we replace this fuse, when we go ahead and we reinsert it, does this fuse blow automatically? Okay, with the new fuse installed, it has not blown. So at least we know that the main board so far is holding right. Now we're going to go ahead and what we're going to test is, I got a new cell with me. We're going to be installing this new cell and we're going to see how the unit reacts. The current cell that we have is a cell that was back from, I believe, 2017. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take that cell apart and we're going to install it and see what we get. Let's go put the little unbox therapy. So this is Hayward's new SC3 cell. Come back for part 2. All right, this is part 2 of working on a Hayward ProLogic automation system slash the salt system side. We got called out because the salt system is no longer working, and we came and we diagnosed the ProLogic unit. We noticed that there was multiple things going on, not just the salt cell working. So we're going to be installing this Hayward, the newest Hayward cell. The turbo cell is the T-cell S340. This is good for up to a 40,000 gallon pool. This is the new styling of their new salt system cell, and they're coming out with a whole new line. If you haven't seen it yet, this cell is the one that's going to come on that unit. I believe it's the Hayward S3 salt system, and this is the cell that's going to be inside of that kit. Now, the great thing with these newer cells is they can retrofit. They've made it so convenient that you can actually you can be installed on the older salt systems and they're going to work. So the threading of the unions are going to be the same. The cabling is the same. The connector is all the same. So that's a great thing that they went ahead and did this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to plug this in and we're going to see what we get. Before we were getting a no cell power. Let's go ahead and let's plug in the new one and see what we get. Okay, that's the new salt cell installed. Looking really good. As I said, the unions and everything all work. The same fitment. And we're just running the cable along. Not really, this is just to test out the unit. So the chlorinator law says test salt levels. Now I know that the salt levels in this pool is very low. There's basically none whatsoever. this in my diagnostics thing. Let's see if we get what kind of reading we get. Okay, so at least we're getting power now going to the unit. So the cell was the problem, along with having replacing that 20 amp fuse there on the side. Now what was left to do is we have to raise up the salt levels to the pool. All right, since now we know that everything here is going to be working, one last step is we're going to go ahead through the menus, and I believe it's in settings. We're going to go ahead and we're basically going to lower down all of the production so that the board is not sending any signals to the new chlorinator to try to chlorinate whatsoever, since we have to add a lot of the salt back to the pool. So that's going to stay off. One last thing that we did notice, we have this check system because of our I go to the, I believe it's in the default, our pool temperature sensor is shorted as well, so we need to replace our pool temperature sensor. Once we replace that temperature sensor, I know that this is going to clear and our unit's going to be working the way it's supposed to. So we tidied up all of our cabling. Couple other things. Here's our sensor we're gonna be replacing. We also noticed in this evaluation that the filter lid is leaking a lot of water. It's actually coming from the knob, so we're gonna be replacing the cap kit here. Just gonna be basically picking up, and let me show you the pool that we're gonna be correcting all of the chemistry on. So the pool currently right now is totally green. We're going to be coming back and shocking this pool, building up all the chemistry of the pool, and getting this pool back so it's working again. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned. We're gonna keep this series going on this project until everything is back up and running again. Thank you and have a great rest of your day. So everybody, we're back at it again at this house that we started off yesterday with. Gonna be doing the temperature sensor, replacing the cap kit on the filter, stopping that from leaking, and we're gonna be adding all the salt to the swimming pool, shocking the swimming pool, cleaning the filter, getting this pool ready for next week because we're going to start on the maintenance. Here in my bag, we got the new temperature sensor. That's the part number right there. And we got our cap kit for the filter. Let's go put all this stuff in, get the unit right before we add all the chemistry to the swimming pool. We have all back here. All right, we're going to start by doing the easier one. Well, they're both relatively easy. Stopping this filter from leaking. I think it's coming from the knob itself. Oh yeah. Next thing we gotta do is go ahead and we're gonna lay it down. Show you how to replace the knob and cap kit. Basically is how it is. Right inside of there. See the C-clip, that metal C right there. And we're removing that and then taking out the whole knob. All right, so the handle removed. We're gonna take off this washer, clean up the knob, and put it all back together with the new parts on the cap kit, which comes with the dome, the two plastic washers, a new C-clip, and a O-ring gasket. All right, so first thing in your kit, go ahead and take one of the washers, you place it on top. Now you want to take and grab your O-ring and roll it down to the groove. A little difficult to do with one hand. Slide that right into place like that. Now, go ahead and insert the handle back onto the lid. Okay, now when you have your lid inside, then you're gonna get the other washer, the other white plastic washer, put that aside. And you get your C-clip. And then with your flathead screwdriver, position it in place. Come from the back of it and press back forward. Right there into place. Let's go wash this filter. All right, first we're gonna test the filter and make sure it's not leaking no more. That check's okay. Now let's move on replacing the temperature sensor. Yeah, look how it was broken. I'll take this out now. All right, so once we replace the temperature sensor, we're gonna go back into the diagnostics. I'm gonna scroll over, learn it meant to percentage. That's because we have it off at 0 into salt. We're gonna be fixing that. Our flow switch is good. Our cell temperature is good. Our water sensor we just replaced. See, now it's working, registering the proper water temperature. And that's gonna be good for when the client wants to utilize his heat pump, and through his automation system controller, he'll be able to, now the system will be able to recognize the proper water temperature. Air sensor's working. All of the internal components of the ProLogic now is working. Now we're set to go. Tidy up the box again. Got everything tidied up. Filter pump is on. Filter no longer is leaking. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get our pool straightened out, shock treatment. So let's go get all that handled. All right, so here we got 8 bags of aqua salt, pool salt we're gonna be carrying back to the pool. We're gonna be shocking the pool with 10 gallons of chlorine, about half or 3/4 bottles of muriatic acid. And inside the truck, we have some algae killer, and gonna be brushing it down, cleaning out the top of the water, and letting the system run for 24 to 48 hours. Right back there is gonna have some fun. Brand new unit gonna be installed, brand new product. Stay tuned for that one back there. We got 3 motors to be installed between today and tomorrow. Let's get it going. A timer and another pool evaluation. Let's get it. All right, so here we go. This is our swimming pool. We got our products all laid out surrounding the perimeter of the pool. Just gonna point it all out. We have our bags of salt laid out, 8 bags in total. That's 320 pounds of pool salt. We have 4 jugs of chlorine. That's 10 gallons right there. We have our 1 bottle of muriatic acid and our algae killer bottle right there. So we're gonna start off, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up all the bags of salt. I'm gonna lay that in the pool. And the reason why I wanna do that is because I'm gonna be brushing down all the interior surfaces of this spa and of the pool. The whole entire bench, the riser of the bench, the walls of the spa, all the walls of the swimming pool, perimeter, the swim out bench, the floors, the 2 entry steps, and this swim out bench, this beach entry right here. So we're gonna start off by opening up all the bags of salt and get that going right now. Quick little way I just figure it out. Hold the handle here, cut the bag at the end, pick it up straight from the handle. Easy. All right, so we got all of our 8 bags, 320 pounds. Clean up that little spot over there in the corner. We're gonna start brushing everything down. Oh, this material's hard. Material's rough. Really gotta work at this, guys. I'll be back. The pool all brushed up. I would have netted it all out. All right, everything's all done, brushed down, netted, skimming basket cleaned out. Now we're gonna start doing our shock treatment. I'm gonna start in the fall. I'm gonna add a little bit of algae killer, half a cap, chase it with some liquid chlorine, about a gallon in here. Do a full cap. We'll probably do about 2 to 3 of these in the pool. All right, so that's the finished product. Now we just need time, circulation, good filtration, which we ensure by cleaning that filter. Pool's gonna clear up. And definitely a few hours from now. I'll give it at least 4 to 6 hours. So we're gonna set this pool on service mode and run continuously for 24 hours. So the chemistry of the swimming pool starting off was a 0 chlorine, Hayward. It was kind of like purple, probably like 8.2, 8.4, 8.6. It was actually up there. Alkalinity was 110, calcium was 200, and stabilizer was 150 plus. That's a big problem. So we're gonna go ahead and show you how to set this unit. Join 2-4. All right, we'll come on in here. Turn off our filter pump. Set it in service mode. Hit the filter pump. But once we get back, let's just check just to see our settings, see if we got any registration. I've been here about an hour or so. I think I need to just go into, I think it's default, see if any of the salt has registered. 600. Let's give it some more time. Let's see. Gotta change something here. Give me a second. Let's just say there. So we all know that that's not right. It's because we just added 320 pounds of salt. We just gotta let everything register, but at least we know everything here is working. So by tomorrow, this all should be good, and we'll retest those salt levels of the pool. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this producing at 1, just so that the unit is activated. There we are, coming back at this pool here. Killed all the algae. Back to add about 14 pounds of calcium, which I've already mixed up inside my bucket. Pool is blue, a little bit cloudy. We're gonna be going ahead and we're washing out our filter. Get more filtration in this pool to get it cleared up. Alright, so we're going to take the unit out of service mode. That's our salt levels there. Turn on our filter. Now we're going to raise up our pool chlorination. Leave it at 70% here. I'm gonna check out our timers. 9 a.m. We gotta go up to 6:30 at least here in this pool. That's our salt cell. All looking good here. Let's go put it in our here's the pool all finished. Filter cleaned out. Pool's filtering so beautifully. After one cleaning and about 48 hours of circulation and proper pool balance, got everything looking perfect on the swimming pool. Thank you so much for watching this video. Post your comments down below. And on to the next repair and swimming pool upgrade and cleaning.